Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're tackling something literally all of us deal with, but kinda struggle to handle. Navigating our friendships without totally losing ourselves. We're drawing on some absolutely fantastic insights from Horizon Treatment Services that are gonna completely change how you view your social circles. So if you've ever felt drained by a friend, well, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get into it.
So really ask yourself right now, are you feeling overwhelmed by your friends? It's a heavy feeling, isn't it? Whether it's that sheer exhaustion of burnout, the subtle pressure to do things you just don't want to do, or feeling like you have zero time for yourself, look, that overwhelm is incredibly common. But here's the really good news. You actually hold the power to fix it. And no, it doesn't require being mean or cutting people off. It just requires boundaries.
Okay, let's dive into exactly what a boundary actually is. Because it's not a bad word. It's a foundation of trust and support that protects your well-being, ensures mutual respect, and prevents misunderstandings. I want to shatter a massive myth for you right now. Boundaries do not create unwanted distance. They aren't these huge walls designed to keep people out. Actually, they're the very foundation of trust that allows a friendship to safely thrive.
I absolutely love how our source frames this. Think of boundaries as filters, not giant concrete walls. You're actively choosing to let the good in, the mutual understanding, the support, the respect, while simultaneously keeping the bad out. And by the bad, I mean those situations and behaviors that compromise your well-being. It's an active, ongoing process of basically filtering your social life.
All right, let's jump into Section 1, Mastering Your Communication.
So here's a quick 3-step action plan for setting those verbal boundaries. Step 1, use I statements. Boundary setting is really about what works for you. So instead of saying, "You always drag me to loud places," try saying, "I feel overwhelmed in crowds." See the difference? Step 2 is redirection. If a friend suggests a noisy bar, you don't have to just shut them down. Propose a quiet cafe instead. And step 3, simply say no. Don't be afraid to decline requests that cross your comfort lines.
But wait, it's really important to remember that boundaries aren't just this negative thing. You're not just sitting around saying no all day. Part of maintaining healthy emotional boundaries is proactively saying yes to positive experiences that actually align with your values. You have to actively invite the good stuff in, so definitely don't forget to enthusiastically accept the invitations that genuinely fill your cup.
Before we move on, I have to share this. It's literally my favorite tactic from the source material. I'll have to think about it and get back to you. Guys, this is the ultimate stalling tactic. Using this specific phrase helps you completely bypass peer pressure. Right on the spot. It stops you from making a hasty decision just to please someone in the moment, and it gives you the time to actually consult your own feelings first. It's a total game changer.
Okay, moving right along to Section 2, Guarding Time and Emotions. Let's run through some absolutely crucial tips here. First, be selective with your secrets. Second, clearly state your availability. Let them know when you're actually free. Third, limit the time you spend together. And honestly, this is a big one. Spending way too much time together, even with your absolute best friend, can lead to conflict and burnout. And finally, protect your mental health on social media. Digital boundaries are real boundaries. Never hesitate to block or mute someone who disrespects your peace online.
So, the big takeaway here? Trust should be earned. Not all friends need to know everything about you. You are completely allowed to have different tiers of friendship, and you really must set emotional boundaries around your personal information. Guard your inner life just as fiercely as your calendar.
All right, up next is Section 3, Protecting Space and Stuff.
Let's look at the physical side of things. Step 1, ask for the physical space you need. Step 2, communicate your physical comfort levels. Everyone has entirely different tolerances for closeness. Not everyone's a hugger, and that's okay. And step 3, set material boundaries. A truly healthy friendship respects your items. It's perfectly fine to have a hard and fast rule about not borrowing your favorite sweater or tech gear without asking first.
Which brings us to Section 4, your boundary cheat sheet. Get ready to take some mental screenshots.
We've got a sequence of real-world statements you can literally copy and use immediately. First up, I appreciate the invite, but I need some alone time right now. I love this one because it's empowering, it's polite, but it's incredibly firm. You're acknowledging the nice gesture, but you're fiercely protecting your need for personal space.
Okay, here's the absolute perfect script for instantly shutting down those super intrusive questions. I don't share that kind of information with anyone. I hope you understand. It protects your emotional boundaries without attacking the person who's asking. It simply states a boundary fact about how you operate.
Next is, I'm not okay with that plan. Can we do something else instead? This is that redirection step we talked about earlier in action. You're shutting down the uncomfortable situation, but you're offering a lifeline to keep the friendship active on your own terms.
Now this one is an absolute must-have for the modern age. Please don't tag me in photos without asking me first. Look, if you're trying to make an attentive and attractive video or photo feed of your life online, taking control of your digital boundaries is absolutely crucial. Nobody wants an unflattering moment broadcasted to the world without their say-so, right? You have every right to curate how you appear online.
And finally, I'm not available at that time, but I can meet up with you tomorrow. This beautifully balances the entire philosophy we've been talking about today. You're keeping the bad out, meaning your unavailable time remains yours, while letting the good in by actively rescheduling for a time that actually works for you.
As we wrap this up, remember this ultimate takeaway. Empower yourself and safeguard your self-esteem to enrich your social experiences. Seriously, practicing these strategies will not damage your friendships. In fact, they're going to transform and strengthen them. You're basically training your friends on how to love and respect you, ensuring everyone feels valued.
I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Which boundary will you set today? Don't just sit here and absorb this information. Actually, use it. Pick one I statement. Filter one piece of your schedule today. Get out there and start letting the good in and keeping the bad out. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I absolutely cannot wait to guide you through our next topic.